It is always game day in Cleveland. He's Daryl Ryder. I'm Andy Baskin, and we are brought to you by Smiley One and Bryant, Northeast Ohio's premier heating and cooling system. Sorry, so we went to break. Daryl, I want to give you my take on Stefanski. First of all, when you go back and look at the defensive numbers from the game against Seattle, they went, 7 series on defense and did not allow a score. So they went
5 punts, 2 turnovers.
Right, and there were 5 3-and-outs in that series. I think that's right. Out of 7, there was 5 3-and-outs. It was very close to that if it wasn't. So my point is, for everyone that's super mad at Kevin Stefanski and they want him fired, stop. Just stop. Relax. They're 4-3 right now, and they've won these last 2 out of 3 games with a practice squad quarterback. So settle down, all right? It's enough. I know you're not happy with the things he does every once in a while. Guess what? No coach is exactly perfect. But I'm going to tell you the one thing he didn't do. He didn't say, let's fly 3,000 miles out to Seattle and let's wake up in the morning and go, oh, man, I got this thing all scoped out. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give up a touchdown, another touchdown, and a field goal. Then we're going to play defense for a little bit, and then we're going to give it up in the end. In fact, I'm going to have my practice squad quarterback throw the ball right down the middle and knock it off a guy's helmet so it can go straight up in there and then get the interception. And then better yet, who's that kid from Ohio State? Oh, yeah, Jackson Smith-Njigba. I'm going to throw him the ball and let him score the game winner. Kevin Stefanski didn't wake up Sunday morning thinking that was going to happen. If you think he went into the game with a bad game plan, you're wrong. I thought he coached a really, really good game. I understand why he threw the ball on 3rd and 3. I get it. Would I have run the ball? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a coach in the NFL. And guess what? You aren't either, and no one else is. So give the guy a break on this one. There have been times when I put my head through the screen just like everybody else. But to be mad at him for 3 weeks with a quarterback that is just not ready to be a regular primetime player in the NFL, just chill out.
You didn't think I was going to like that take?
I didn't know if it was you or somebody else wasn't going to like it. Somebody else may not like it. I woke up and I was just like, Kevin Stefanski didn't wake up and think this is what I want to do today. I don't know why so many people think, Kevin, I'm going to screw up today. This is what I want to do. I want the Browns to lose. Like, people are idiots when it comes to that. And today I had enough of it. And I'm tired of it. Kevin didn't wake up. Now, look, does Kevin call the right play all the time? No, he doesn't. Does any coach in the NFL? No, they don't. They make mistakes.
Yeah. So, I was going to say, you must have fell asleep during my monologue in the previous segment because I basically the same thing. Like,
I know you did to a point, but to me, it's frustrating. I think everybody's frustrating because we're all waiting on an injury from a quarterback to get back out there. And the problem is we want him to look as good as he did in Houston. I know he wants to be better, but so far we've seen 6 quarters and a $91 million out the window right now for nothing. And 2 first-round draft picks. So something's got to happen. We got to know that he's the franchise quarterback by the end of this season. I don't want them to waste this defense this year. Daryl, do me a favor. Get me up to speed on what happened in practice and why they had to cut practice a little bit short.
So they're a little tired and a little banged up from that West Coast trip. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little tired and a little banged up from the West Coast trip too.
Sure.
So I get it. So what Kevin did was he kind of scaled back practice on Wednesday. A little more 7-on-7, not as much team stuff. Also not a lot of full speed team stuff because they had like 11, 12 guys that didn't practice. Now, I had already mentioned the 3 big ones are, Zadarius Smith and, Greg Newsome and DeJuan Jones, but they're resting guys, man. Like, Amari Cooper, Joel Bitonio, Jed, Njoku, Miles, you know what I mean? Like and the other thing too is they were inside. Now, I don't know why that was because a little behind the scenes here. So, we're getting ready to go out to practice and they say, hey, we're going inside. We're practicing inside. And so I heard him typed up Browns, working inside today because snow on the fields. And I was getting ready to post that on X. And then I was like, let me make sure there's actually snow on the field before I look like a complete idiot.
Right.
So I delete the post, I walk out, and sure as can be, practice field's beautiful and green. So I'm like, thank goodness I didn't put that out there because I would have really looked like.
So you were just going to say because of snow on the field. The team didn't say it was weather conditions, right?
But it was sunny out there when we walked out. They probably could have practiced outside, but there's a method to Kevin's madness here. Bottom line, it was a scaled back practice on Wednesday. Now that field house sucks, and look. I don't care what it costs. Jimmy Haslam, spend the $30 million and build a full 100-yard indoor facility.
I'm not crazy. They have room to extend that.
They do.
Don't they?
Well, they bought the whole damn neighborhood. Of course they
know. Why wouldn't I don't understand why they wouldn't do the extension. Do you realize, Daryl, this off the top of my head, let me think about it. Yeah. Akron, Kent, since the late 80s.
I'm going to go a step further. Massillon has a better indoor facility than the Cleveland Browns.
Geneva has a better indoor facility than they do. There are 2 high schools in Northeast Ohio that have a nicer facility
than the Browns.
Yes.
Like, what are we doing?
Insane.
What are we doing?
Yes.
Build it. Get it done. Like, what are you doing? And, oh, by the way, you lose 25 yards because your weight room is in there.
Yeah, well,
well, because the old weight room is now a fancy treatment center with the cryo chambers, whatever those things are called.
But they've got the indoor swimming pool.
Well,
they don't have 100-yard.
That's on the back end.
I know it's on the other side. I don't understand why they haven't stretched out the indoor facility.
Yeah, they need it. They get it done. Like, it's ridiculous. You're practicing on 60 yards of indoor turf. You're an NFL team. It's 2023. There are high school teams that have better facilities than you. It's ridiculous. Yeah, spend the $30 million and get it done. Don't ask the city of Berea for it. Just do it. Get it done. I mean, I know.
Why hasn't it happened? Jared, why do you think that hasn't happened? I mean, they've remodeled that place at least 3 or 4 times on the inside.
Andy,
right?
No.
Yes.
Every time they have a losing season, they get in their feelings and they say time to remodel the building again. That building has been remodeled more times. I don't know. What's been remodeled a lot over the years? I don't think there's a building in Northeast Ohio that's been remodeled more times than the Browns training facility on 76 Lou Groza Boulevard. What's another remodel? Like, I mean, and they, like I said, they bought half the neighborhood.
Yeah, I know. Except that one house. One house.
Yeah.
I love that one house is standing there.
Oh, there's like 5 of them that are holding out. There's like 5 houses they still want that are holding out. But, move the players' lot. And then I think that's the big issue. So they have it gated security-wise because that place is the White House. Like,
right.
It's like walking into a government building.
I know.
But move the players' lot somewhere else, because that's where that field house can be extended. It'd have to be extended into the existing players' lot, but get it done. Like, it's 2023. How you not have a full, and now and I've talked to folks with the Browns about this, and their response to me is always, football isn't complaining. Football operations isn't complaining. They're okay with it as is and whatnot. And I'm saying, listen, in my head, they shouldn't have to complain about it. Just do it. Don't wait for them to bitch and moan about it. Like, I know you're limited, right? I mean, Deshaun Watson is warming up on behind the end zone, next to the wall, while special teams is doing their thing on the field. You got positions doing drills in the out of bounds areas, and there's not a lot of room out of bounds. No. Like, when they run the fade patterns to the corner, because we stand, when we go into the Casey Coleman Fieldhouse, we're in the back left corner there. And so when they run fade patterns, like we obviously have to make sure we get out of the way.
Right.
So the players have the room to be safe and run their drills. But it's cramped in there, man. Like, there is not a lot of room for these guys to operate and to work.
Well, maybe they can rent Spire and go out there, or go out to Kent or Akron or Massillon.
You shut your face. Bad enough I had to go to Greenbrier this year.
At least Spire has a huge facility that can handle everything they possibly can.
Spire's 90 minutes away from you, so shut your face. I don't want to have to drive
20 minutes from me, bro. You shut your face. Sorry. All right, we're done. That's it. For our producer, Meredith Kane, thank you very much. Thanks for listening to It's Always Game Day in Cleveland. And thank you very much if you're watching on YouTube. We really do appreciate you. And then always hit us up on social media if you want to, at Game Day CLE. It's always Game Day in Cleveland.
Browns Cardinals. We have no idea who the quarterbacks are going to be.